Good evening and welcome in to this Thursday, February 6th, 2025 edition of WBON TV Live at 5, where every local story starts here. I'm Michael Watkins, and on our newscast today, we once again have an update from the state capitol where legislators are busy working on ways to improve our state and the well-being of our citizens. One Madison County agency receives a national award, and Governor Beshear gives us an update for Kentuckians on how they can help domestic violence survivors while shopping for this Sunday's Super Bowl. But first, in our WBON TV lead story, Madison County Fire Department provided aid to the Red Lick Volunteer Fire Department as they responded to a house fire early this morning. The department says the home was struck by lightning, causing the fire around 3:30 this morning and was fortunately just a block from the firehouse. Firefighters responded in the lightning and pouring rain to help extinguish the blaze. The home suffered extensive smoke and water damage, but everyone reportedly made it out safe. Well, Madison County Emergency Communications Center 911, known as E911, has officially received the Agency Training Program Certification, a Project 33 initiative from the Association of Public Safety Communications Officials International. This national recognition confirms that Madison County 911's training program meets American national standards, ensuring that telecommunicators are equipped with the skills and the knowledge to provide high-quality emergency response services. Training is the foundation of an effective emergency communications center, said APCO International President Stephen Martini. By achieving this certification, Madison County 911 has demonstrated its commitment to equipping its team with the knowledge and skills necessary to serve community at the highest level. Madison County Emergency Communications Center Director Wendy Lynch emphasized the importance of proper training. She said training is essential to ensure we are prepared for each emergency. Through call types are sometimes often the same, the nature of the emergency and the people are often different. Many barriers can come into play, and training helps you with repetitive persistence and consistency when dealing with high-stress situations and emergencies. Madison County 911's mission is clear: to get the first responder to the right location at the right time. This certification strengthens that mission, ensuring the agency has the training and readiness necessary to meet each emergency with skill and precision. This certification solidifies Madison County 911's position as a leader in emergency communications and underscores its ongoing commitment to providing exceptional service to the community. The agency will be formally recognized for their achievement during the Food for Thought luncheon at the APCO's 91st Annual Conference and Expo taking place in Baltimore, Maryland in July of this year. Well, as you shop for the upcoming Super Bowl on Sunday, state officials are encouraging you to consider helping survivors of domestic violence. This Saturday, shoppers statewide can take part in Shop and Share, where they can purchase items to share with survivors. Donations from Shop and Share offset pantry expenses and increase the program's capacity to provide services to survivors. There will be select Kroger, Food City, IGA, Walmart, Save-A-Lot, Super Dollar, and regional grocery stores that are all participating in the event this year. In his Team Kentucky update earlier this afternoon, Governor Beshear spoke about the positive impact the event can and has made for those suffering from domestic violence.
So many of these women and children leave in emergency situations in the middle of the night. They don't have the basics they need. They don't have the snacks that will put the kids at ease. They don't have things like diapers and other hygiene products. We want to make sure that anyone in danger can leave immediately, get the help they want, and be greeted in one of these facilities with everything that they need. We are excited because this year, more than 90 grocery stores across the Commonwealth have joined this effort. Some of the most needed items are individually packaged snacks for kids. You can see the shopping list for every region at zerov.org/shop and share. My mom, Jane Beshear, helped start Shop and Share in 2008. I remember it because at the last moment we had some transportation issues, and I and my friends picked up every single donated item in the Louisville area and drove it here to the Capitol. Since then, we've raised $5.5 million in monetary and in-kind donations. This supports helping families feel safe again and find their new Kentucky home. Today's Team Kentucky All-Stars are all the volunteers that are going to help out. You're going to see people as you walk into these stores that can hand you a list of needed items, and we'll be there to collect them at the end. I know our Girl Scouts have stepped up again this year with churches, schools, and so many others. So these are all Team Kentucky All-Stars. These are the types of good people we are. This is what Team Kentucky is all about. So please do your part. If it's a couple items, good. If it's a couple dollars, good. Share what you can the day before Super Bowl when you're preparing for that good time with your friends, knowing some other people are going through harder times.
Since its 2008 inception, Shop and Share has raised more than $5 million in monetary and in-kind donations and has made a positive impact in the lives of thousands of survivors. Last year, the event raised $371,893 in monetary and in-kind donations. A list of most needed items in each region can also be found at zerov.org/shop and share. The Richmond Teen Center is currently accepting donations of video games and video game consoles that are lightly used. The center currently has a Nintendo Wii and Xbox 360 consoles, but are looking for more options to offer to the youth in the city that uses the facility. Donations can be dropped off at the Richmond Parks and Rec office located at Lancaster Drive during the hours of 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. The Richmond Teen Center is a 501c nonprofit organization which provides a quality after-school program designed to serve the youth from grades 6th to 12th in a fun, educational, and recreational setting. For more information on the Teen Center or to get involved as a volunteer, you can follow them on their Facebook page. We'll step aside for our first commercial break here on Live at 5 as we check in with what's going on in downtown Richmond. And when we come back, we will have an updated weather forecast for you on Live at 5.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Code Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now Steel in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Are you tired of the same food options when you're trying to decide what's for dinner? Let Mammut Bar and Grill in Richmond ease that burden. Their one-of-a-kind menu offers fine Mexican options, plus burgers, a large selection of sandwiches and wraps, pasta, steaks, seafood, and a full list of appetizers. You can please everyone on your guest list with a trip to Mammut Bar and Grill, located in Richmond at 2187 Lexington Road, across from Whitehall Elementary School.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow.
It's time to winterize your home, and Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration is here to make sure that your home is ready for when the snow and everything that comes with this time of year finally makes it our way. Call today and schedule a free inspection and consultation with an honest source that is willing to make sure you get what you need. Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration. Like them on Facebook or visit KentuckyRoofWorks.com for more information. Welcome back into Live at 5. And was anyone else woken up by the loudest thunder they ever heard during the overnight hours? Well, a line of thunderstorms that surged across the state from last night into the early morning hours that saw some parts of eastern and central Kentucky face a tornado watch or maybe even a warning. As we head into the weekend, Sam Ryan once again is here to tell us if we need a jacket, an umbrella, or maybe it's both, Sam.
Hi there, Michael. Yeah, we had some strong thunderstorms rip through here this morning, and areas just north of Richmond, well, we picked up around 1.5 inches of rain, and north of here, it looks like the estimates are around 2.5 to 3 inches of rain. And so it came through, it dumped a heavy load, and we actually had some damage reports in Hart County. Now, this is over towards Hardyville, and they're National Weather Service sending a crew to do a damage assessment. Their early indication is that it may have been an EF1 tornado with 95-mile-per-hour winds, kind of ripped apart a barn. And so we'll get the latest on that and provide you with the update. Anyhow, we're on the backside of a cold front going into the day tomorrow. Another system brewing here to the west. So this cold front is going to be the issue going into next week. So we'll be cooling down. It'll be south of us, and we'll have a number of systems racing west to east. And that's going to bring in a good soaking rain and potential here of snow. So really pay attention to Tuesday of next week. There's a potential that the northern half of the state could have a foot of snow and the southern half of the state get rain. We'll have to wait and see. In the meantime, we do have a system moving in for the weekend, so we'll cool down briefly here Friday with some sunshine. Enjoy that. And then our next system moves in Saturday, warming us up, and then another cold front Saturday night, cooling us back down. And that cold air will stay with us through next week. And again, multiple disturbances riding along that. So additional rain, snow mix kind of action will take place next week. Again, very unsettled forecast. So here's some of the showers already moving in Friday night into the day on Saturday. And those temperatures will start to cool off. So it'll be around 48 here for a high on our Friday. Now that's cool. However, it's still just above the average, which is around 45. We warm right back up though Saturday, and some of those showers moving in, and then cooling down Sunday. Again, watch Monday night, Tuesday, and Wednesday for the potential of snow. Could be big.
Nothing like some good old Kentucky weather, Sam. And folks, if you are wanting to keep up with the weather, be sure to check us out every single day. You can learn more about the upcoming weather forecast and see it on our website, WBONTV.com, or you can find it each weekday posted on the WBON TV Facebook page. Well, the Richmond Parks and Recreation Department is currently hiring for seasonal positions with plenty of jobs available. Openings include parks seasonal workers for Adventure Falls, scorekeepers and concession workers for the leagues hosted at Lake Reba, plus summer camp workers as well. There are also manager positions available and openings for seasonal maintenance for Paradise Cove and the park grounds, and lifeguards are now being hired for the spring and summer. For more information and to apply online, visit parks.richmond.ky.us. Legislators in Frankfort are continuing to work hard as bills, laws, and ideas come across the floor during the current work session. Charles Baglin is once again with us today from the state capitol with a look at how both the Democrats and the Republicans are working together.
In Frankfort, Senate Democrats shared their goals for the 2025 legislative session, topping the list full funding for public schools, an increase in minimum wage, and expanded access to affordable health care. Democratic floor leader Senator Gerald Neal says that opposing parties doesn't inherently mean opposing points of view.
We're ready to work with our colleagues on both sides of the aisle to create meaningful change, and we invite all Kentuckians to join us in this fight.
Without citing any particular bills, Senator Neal says that Senate Democrats are putting energy into public education for every child's success. And that same initiative extends to the workforce across the state. Senator Reginald Thomas of Lexington.
There are 7 states contiguous to Kentucky. 5 of them have taken steps in the last few years to raise the minimum wage. Kentucky, though, has not done that.
Also a priority, the state's restrictive abortion policy. Senator David Yates.
There should be some exceptions for abortion, for rape, incest, and the non-viability of a fetus.
Senator Karen Berg, who is also a physician.
We have very high levels of cancer. And I'm very hopeful that we're going to pass some really positive health care bills this session.
With hundreds of bills filed in the short 30-day session, the Kentucky Democratic Caucus is hoping that they can get a hearing on their priority legislation.
It is calculated, it is cruel, and it thrives on fear and silence.
That's Kentucky Senator Julie Rocky Adams testifying on Senate Bill 73, criminalizing sexual extortion. The bill is being considered in Frankfort by the Senate Judiciary Committee in the 2025 legislative session.
Sextortion is a form of exploitation that occurs when a person obtains sexually explicit images of an individual and threatens to release them unless their demands are met.
Anyone, any age, can be victimized. Children, of course, the most vulnerable. Predators use social media, gaming sites, and messaging apps, seemingly harmless at first, then escalating into coaxing someone to share explicit private content. The result leaves many in fear and too ashamed to seek help. The FBI has classified this practice as the fastest growing crime against children. The bill would require schools to offer guidance to recognize and ward against sextortion. Currently, the crime is prosecuted through a patchwork of legal charges. But should the bill become law, sextortion would become a sex crime and a Class A felony if the victim were under 12. Senate Bill 73 passed the Senate committee and advances to the Senate floor for consideration. Reporting at the state capitol in Frankfort, I'm Charles Baglin.
Thanks, Charles, for that update. We'll hope to have more on the happenings from the week tomorrow on Live at 5. We'll step aside for another commercial break. When we come back, Tom Gross is once again with us with our Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report on the other side here on WBON TV, Live at 5. The EKU men's and women's basketball teams are both looking to stake their claim as the top team in the Atlantic Sun Conference, and WBON TV is excited to bring you live, free over-the-air coverage of Colonels basketball. Select games are set to air free over-the-air on WBON TV, including 5 big conference games for both the men and women. For a complete list of games or to learn more about how you can watch, visit the WBON TV Facebook page or WBONTV.com. Sponsored by Chenault Vineyards, Kentucky Public Service Commission, the City of Richmond, Botany Bay, and Davis and Hammond PSC.
Discover the hometown difference at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Kentucky. Family owned and operated for 60 years, we're dedicated to providing outstanding customer service in a welcoming atmosphere. Our friendly staff is here to help you find the perfect vehicle and keep it running smoothly. Take a look at our new and quality pre-owned vehicles at jackburford.com.
Estill County EMA CSEP is a huge asset to those in Estill and surrounding counties. CSEP in Estill County has partnered with Everbridge to bring you alert and notification services that will allow you to maintain your contact info and ensure you receive alerts for locations in Estill County that are important to you. For more information and to register your device, visit EstillCountyEMA.net. You can also stay up to date with your county by following Estill County EMA CSEP on Facebook, helping you stay safe at home.
now.
Hey y'all, it's Sawyer.
And us, and Petey.
From Hicks and Punson, Kentucky lawyers.
Sawyer, can I ask you a question? If size matters, why did David beat Goliath?
That's because it's not the size of the dog in the fight that matters, it's the size of the fight in the dog. If you've been hurt in an accident and want local lawyers who will fight for you, call Mr. Josh Nidad again.
Call 859-777-7000 or visit honestdealers.com.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
Hey Madison County, did you know Berea Ace Hardware is more than just a hardware store? Berea Ace Hardware carries the top brands like Skag, Echo, Steel, Spartan, Toro, Bentelli e-bikes, Wolf brand scooters, Trailmaster go-karts, and Red Cat Racing RC cars. Check us out at BereaAce.com. We sell fun at Berea Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Back on Live at 5, and a pair of league games for the EKU men's and women's basketball teams will air on the Wallingford Media Group radio stations tonight, with the men on the road in Florida and the women playing at home this evening. With a preview of two very important matchups, Tom Gross once again joins us today with the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report.
After 3 straight wins, the EKU men's basketball team seems to be clicking at the right time. Riding high following those victories, the Colonels now hit the road for a pair of ASUN games, including a rematch with the top team in the conference standings, Florida Gulf Coast. The Colonels and Eagles will meet just 12 days after EKU earned an 81-77 victory in their game in Richmond, and tonight's matchup is slated for a 7 p.m. tip. Eastern is 6-4 inside the conference and are coming off an 88-82 win at home over Austin Peay from Saturday. During their current 3-game winning streak, Eastern is averaging 83 points per game and knocking down 41% of their three-point shots. One big reason for that is the play of Turner Buttry, who during those last 3 games has knocked down 6 of 11 from beyond the arc himself and is a perfect 10 for 10 at the free throw line. Florida Gulf Coast is 8-2 in the ASUN, and since falling to the Colonels in Richmond, the Eagles have knocked off Jacksonville and Stetson and currently have a 1-game lead over 4 teams tied for second in the conference. The Colonels are 3-1 all-time against Florida Gulf Coast, but are 0-1 against the Eagles in Fort Myers. In the most recent meeting back in January 23rd in Richmond, a 16-3 run early in the second half included 3-pointers on 3 straight possessions, fueled EKU's victory. Mayar Wall finished with 18 points and 9 rebounds in that win, and the Colonels out-rebounded the Eagles by 9. Tip us at 7 down in Florida. You can catch all the action of another big conference game for the Eastern men on 100.7 The Coyote. The EKU women are also in action tonight as they prep for a crucial ASUN matchup with Stetson. Eastern's women entered this week's slate of games on a 2-game winning streak, defeating the other 2 Florida schools, Jacksonville and North Florida, by a combined 47 points. Senior guard Caitlin Costner was the highlight for the Colonels last week, scoring 24 points, 18 assists, and 12 rebounds across the 2 wins. The Hoosier native had a career and season best 12 assists against UNF, tying the 4th most assists in a single game in program history. Stetson enters play on Thursday with a 12-10 overall record, 6-4 in conference play, and are winners of 3 of its last 4 games, including a win over EKU 83-68 in DeLand on January 23rd. The Hatters are averaging 68.4 points per game and shooting over 40% from the floor. On the defensive side of the ball, Stetson tops the league in three-point defense, holding its opponents to just 29% from long range. Thursday's game in Richmond marks the 9th meeting between Stetson and EKU since 1986. The Hatters lead the head-to-head series 6-2 and are winners of the last 2 meetings between the two schools. You can find the call for that game on the Wallingford Media Networks, as well as with our very own Michael Watkins on the call at Y92.5 WEKY. For our Thursday Mammut Bar and Grill Sports Report, I'm Tom Gross.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, and Samantha Burford as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. on WBON Channel 9 and on radio at Y92.5, V99.3, and WKXO Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by Aero Auto Glass, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
When the awful Michigan weather makes its way down I-75, you want your vehicle ready for anything. Holland Sons Auto Care knows there's no good time to break down, but especially when it's ice cold outside. So get that preventative maintenance taken care of at Holland Sons on North Keeneland Drive in Richmond. Holland Sons works on the smallest repairs all the way up to major engine work, and they can work on Chevy, Mercedes, and everything in between. So no need to take your German car up to Lexington to overpay when Holland Sons is just off exit 90 in Richmond. Call 859-626-7695 for Holland Sons Auto Care.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
I love this card.
Thanks. Go Colonels. Is it here? Hey, Coach, it's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with the new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At AMCO Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at AMCO the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And AMCO has a longer warranty. Come see us at AMCO Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MCO.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond has you covered with all your battery needs, plus they're your local stop for U-Haul and your vehicle key and fob headquarters. Check out their new auto detail shop, Aces Detailing, located at Batteries Unlimited. They do simple detailing with a deep, thorough clean for the inside, wash and wax options for the outside, and a deep clean of the engine bay when your ride is dirty. Check out Aces Detailing at Batteries Unlimited.
Wrapping things up here today on Live at 5, police in Lexington are investigating a robbery. Reportedly, the crime occurred around 4:30 yesterday on Buckhorn Drive near Manowar Boulevard. Officials said that a suspect took items from the victim's hand and fled. No injuries were reported, and the suspect information has not been released. If you have any information regarding the investigation, you are asked to contact Lexington Police at 859-258-3600, or you can submit anonymous tips to the Bluegrass Crime Stoppers at 859-253-2020. That'll do it for today's Live at 5 newscast. Don't forget about the two big EKU games tonight. We got another big high school game for you tomorrow on WBON TV. Thanks for watching.